and all that jazz.
But right now I'm at the high school La Academia, and I'm very thrilled to be here and to talk to these students and to be able to connect with them. I always knew what I wanted to do when I grew up. I knew that I wanted to be on a stage, that I wanted to tell stories through music or dancing my body or singing, or it was always about telling stories, connecting with an audience, and all about energy. And I grew up between two worlds, so the United States and Mexico. So I lived in Matamoros, Mexico. Beauty and the Beast from Broadway comes to Mexico City. And they auditioned people in Monterrey and Guadalajara. I got my little part in the ensemble. I was a little spoon.
Were you
very
a spoon?
proud little spoon, left spoon, if I might add, because it was the right spoon and the left spoon. I was in the ensemble, and they were looking for dancers who could sing. And then after that, Chicago comes to Mexico City. And this was tricky because the newspaper said they wanted women between 35 and 47 years of age. I was 25. And preferably famous. I hadn't done any TV work at that point. Nobody knew who the heck I was. And all the work that I had done was always in the back. Anyway, so I go to the audition and maybe understudy one of the leads because they come from the ensemble anyway. Never did I dream that I was going to end up getting Roxy at 25. After 6 months, I get the invitation to cross over from Mexico to Broadway with Roxy. And the producer calls me to his office and he says, I just got off the phone with the producers in New York, and they're inviting you to do a 3-week stint. Here's the script in English. Got to New York, I got 4 days of rehearsal, and when the opening night comes, I was in my dressing room, and this lady, I think it was Telemundo or Univision, they came into my dressing room to do a quick little interview before I went out, and she was the one to tell me right before I went out, half an hour before I went out, that I was the first Mexican ever to cross over from Mexico to Broadway with a leading role. I blocked it out at that point so I could do my work and not get distracted by any of it. Right now I just had to do a good job, remember everything in English, not go into Spanish at all. At the very end of the show, there was a huge standing ovation. That didn't happen in Mexico. The culture was very different. And I started to realize that I had this big role and responsibility that life gave me. I was fulfilling not only my dream, but many other people's dreams. And 12 years later, I still take it serious. Life is about opportunities, how opportunities present themselves. They will always present themselves to every human being, I believe. It's up to you if you take them. It's up to you if you grab them and if you're ready and prepared when they come, you know? It's up to you if you take the risks.
I feel so close to you. I just, like when you say you're right, and like you sing all the things, like, I don't know, I just feel so close, and I would love...
Why don't you come on up here?
No,
Yeah.
So don't, whatever it is that you decide to do in your life, it's good. Use those nerves and transform them into good energy, positive energy. Thank you so much.